Welcome back, everybody. It's the Get Good EU Season 3 Expert Division now. We're moving up in the world, folks. It's going to be exciting. We have a good match for you. It's going to be iCONICS Sports versus Nemesis. And this is going to be interesting to say the least. This is the tippy top. These are the folks that are making it up in the world right now. The up-and-comers, the ones that are the diamonds in the rough, even within the clockwork vendettas of the world. So, with that being said, I'm your host, Bemi. I'm going to be solo casting with you for today, and we're going to be bringing this home, so we're going to enjoy it. It's going to be like a road trip. I'm going to be like your annoying uncle telling a really long story as we go down the longest part of the I-10. Either way, it is going to be it's going to be partly a potentially one-sided map, given the fact that this is going to be, Nemesis is at a 2-0 lead, 3-0ing all their opponents, while iCONIC literally is vice versa. Has gone 0-2 and gone 0-3 with both of these matches. So, iCONIC has had some time to reestablish themselves. So that is good for them. However, I think it's going to be interesting to say. So something tells me that it's not about the player skill levels. I think the individual talent is definitely there, especially since we're in the expert division. However, if we look at these teams over here real quick, there's not a lot of information that we can go off on, but the SR difference is about 1K, which is, I don't like to read into SR sometimes, because sometimes with SR, you literally just have a team that's better because they have better communication. And that's even more important than just having SR. SR is just what dictates the algorithm of the skill level, which sometimes doesn't translate. Not saying that the ranking system is bad or anything, just saying that sometimes you should not read into it, and sometimes it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! You believe in the heart of the cards. You don't read into the strats, you just summon Blue Eyes without tribute. It just is kind of like that. So here we go. On that note, we're moving on to our first map. It is going to be Lijiang Tower. And we're starting on Control Center, or Command Center, excuse me, as I like this a lot. Starting out in this one, this is kind of very straightforward. If we're going to see goats anywhere, it's going to be definitely this map. This has been kind of the tried and true map. People really enjoy either somber goats or snows. However, looks like we're going to have to wait in the woodwork and see what happens. But really it is about getting that zoning. Crowd control is kind of everything on this map, because everything comes straightforward. You have a lot of information. And the moment you start attacking on the high ground, that little pedestal that's up above there, you're already giving away your information. So here we go. We're going to see how this works for them. We are going to see the Wrecking Ball dive composition, and with the pharmacy here. And I like this a lot, as it does give a lot of good flanking. And flanking is a very huge tool that you can use here on Lijiang Tower. So we're going to see how this works out. We'll focus and see how they get rid of this Reinhardt. That's one of the things you want to see. And it's going to be just basically getting rid of the rest of the team. Nairo will be able to get Psycho, however. Get the pin, but their team is down. Samurai just getting in the back and just kind of beating up all the supports in the back. And just, there you go! Samurai almost getting an entire team kill to themselves. They must be feeling good right out of the bat. Nemesis showing for sure why they're such a powerful team. Getting caught off guard. They're not going to even bully to spawn. They have so much ultimates ready for them in the wing that they're pretty much good and ready to go. Now we're going to wait and see what happens here as we see them going back and forth. And seems like the barrage coming in. They're just going to go ahead and drop that. Get the double kill. Digit's pretty much good to go. They don't even know how to respond to this. They go for the pin, but this leaves the Reinhardt kind of all by themselves. And also the backline was exposed. I remember earlier when Nairo was going for the pin in the beginning, they lost their supports in the process because the Winston would just dive on back. The team is all over the place. They really need to start switching. I actually think they might need to switch out of goats, so that way they can just match the speed and the chaos that they're going up against again right now. Because they are just coming left, right, and center right now. Earthshatter comes in, doesn't find any results for them. Nairo's bubbled in, which is really nice and all. And they're trying to go for just healing. Dragon Blade comes out. This will shut down a lot of people, unless they just get stopped that way. But the barrage will come back again. They're pretty much ready, but they have a good angle, and Digit will be taken down thanks to that fact that the port was able to take them down along with the shield, just doing some self-inflicting damage. And they will be able to turn this around. 80% on the board. So, hey, you know, there you go. Nicely done from the side of iCONICS. You see hero switches coming out, though. Not going to do much, especially with the Doomfist getting shut down like this very, very quickly. So, what are we going to do here? We don't have a lot of ults online yet. Not a lot of offensive ults. We even see Mallow switching on over to the Hanzo. The landmines will come out and allow them to push on through. Brig almost go down to an inch of their life. Crow is going to still live on. Fab gets taken down though, and they're still going to be able to turn this around. Nemesis with their crowd control with the landmines is going to be great. Nairo getting another pin, but we saw after that pretty much go down. First Air comes in, does manage to find a couple of people. And the hack before they can drop even the ground pound. This is great. iCONICS is still going to be able to keep up the momentum, and they hold on to the point. So you get even closer. Nicely done. Target prioritization was huge there. Before able to find the results that they needed. And also on top of that, they had such a nice EMP earlier on. And now they're shutting it down. GITGUD. I actually am not a big fan of this Doomfist at all because of stuff like that. Dragon Strike is going to come in. Definitely going to find at least 1 or 2 results. There you go. That's the double kill right there. Nicely done from Mallow. This is not good, but they definitely brought it closer on the side of iCONICS and not make it a one-sided affair, which is good. Can they turn this around? They got the Roadhog, so this is a hook that can get people out of line. I like this full pork at the very least. They're just so committing to it. They do manage to flip over the point. A nice disengage. Just dry pushing. It's a last team fight territory for both sides. And they got the EMP ready, as I was about to mention. The flank coming in is going to be so huge. The anti-nate's not going to be enough. They're going to shut this down and flip back the point. To get into overtime at the very least, they're just trying to buy that time. But the point is just going to be flipped back. And now if they take this fight to spawn, iCONICS, they could just take this fight right now. 10% remaining. Psycho gets stopped. Get in the center. Do they actually have enough time to touch it? Yes, they will. It's a few cents away from being destroyed, but they do manage to do it. But the Wicked's going down. They need to touch it right now, actually. Samurai's going in an awkward position. They do have the Dragon Strike. They could find the result. They managed to get the res up to Psycho, and there it is. The back and forth fight. The Earthshire, though, they're just taking out the back line, and they get the pin on it as well. Nairo's able to get the double kill before they go down, but they're not going to be able to live much longer. The Supercharger coming in from the Orisa, but there's the grab, and everybody stops, but there's so much kills on the kill feed that it's still looking good. Fab with just almost 100% charge, looking great here, and they will shut it down and carry their team to take the first point. Number 2 spot. Nemesis does not take the first map against iCONICS, which is at the bottom seed of Group B in the expert level. So already loving the stuff right there. I think honestly I'm not too big of a fan of the DPS switches. The Hanzo was fine. I'm not bothered by that because it is the Storm Arrows are a really great way of pressuring that main tank shield, so it helps out a lot in just being that aggressive team that you want to be. But with the Doomfist, you have the Sombra, you're going up against it. You know, Doomfist is a very ability-specific hero. It's just not going to work out. And if you're going to get outflanked, it's a good idea to switch. Symmetric Teleporter switching on over to get this, and they have the turrets up. So they're actually doing a little bit of damage. So this is a very interesting play coming in from Nemesis. So we'll see if they can actually finish through on this. And I'm believing them to follow up on this. And Nemesis looking very good. They've always managed to take the point right away so far. So this is looking good for them. So I like this a lot coming in, seeing it. There's a little bit back and forth. Nobody's lost members per se, but the map is definitely going in favor. They got the sound barrier coming in. They have all their support souls that are going out right now, and everybody's just meeting stuff. The Matrix wall's just going to come up now. I'm going to see if they can separate this. This does make the team fight a little bit awkward at the moment for the side of iCONICS, and this will actually pretty much shut them down. GITGUD, pretty much with turrets uncontested because of that wall, it's going to be able to follow up. Beautiful. You know, that Symmetra would have been great. I honestly would like it more than Doofus, but that's just me. But I'm just talking about previous stuff. Let's talk about the now. The now is that we have dropped so many ults on the side of iCONICS that all the support ults are gone. We have an EMP online, we have the grab coming online, but that's roughly about it. There's not much else you can do with this situation. Here comes a grab, absolutely huge. This is going to just shut them down and give more ult charge to the opposing side. Earthshatter comes into play from Samurai, able to find some results there, and they're just going to wipe this team out right away. 60% already on the board because they made that team fight last for way too long on the side of iCONICS. Okay, so Fab has their grab still. Nairo's almost getting there with the Earthshatter. The ultimate economy is slowly coming together. You see if the grab works out. It looks really good, but this is teleporting everything. It's working out, but the EMP comes down, shuts things off. Zoom in against Samurai, and it will be able to wipe him out. A beautiful double pin coming in from Nairo. And they don't even need to drop ult because of that. Fab with the EMP grab, just coming in with please no report, just allowing iCONICS to switch around. And that allows them to hold on to the ult economy. Beautiful stuff. Now they're pretty much, you know, even Steven with the side of Nemesis, so this is good for them. Have to be careful though, and they have that information from report. Here comes the wall coming back in, and does make that team fight a little bit more awkward again. Here comes the Coalescence. The Earthshatter comes out from Samurai. Not going to find a lot of results there. Or Nairo, excuse me, as they're trying to. Samurai wasn't able to drop it because they were hacked. But an opening can come any minute now. If they live long enough, they managed to survive. They stayed bunched up as a group during the wall fight, and now they're being able to just push on through with that. Samurai will keep the rest alive and close off this team fight for them. Potentially. There's a Symmetric turret. They need to contest this right now, otherwise they're going to go down. Oh my god. Sarah's better. Sarah's better is just going to go down already, and Sky is just already down as well. And they managed to flip back the point. They are able to contest it because the support is going to be there. They dropped the EMP. Actually, they need to touch it right now. They will be able to. The EMP is huge, but can they follow up on it? Do manage to get Digit, but can they get Samurai? We need to focus on Samurai right now. Or just, I guess, everybody around them. They're doing what they can. The grab will come in. Find some results. They do manage to finally get Samurai. Nairo leading the charge. They're doing what they can, and this is going to be great for them. They managed to flip back the point, but now it is last teamfight territory for the side of Nemesis to be able to take this back. But they dropped so many ults. Now, how do you physically come back from this? You lose Digit right away as well. A lot of ultimates came in. Karen's the only one with anything online at the moment. Granted, Nairo's the only one that has their Shatter. And all percentage is in a little bit of lead, so technically the advantage is still in favor for the side of Nemesis. But the positioning is as such that they don't really need to be that aggressive on the side of iCONICS. So they're working out very, very well here. Just to back out, disengage, wait for the Reinhardt to come to them, and allow Samurai to be aggressive, falling into a sense of advantage. Coalescence comes out again. They're just backing out of the way. Don't want to take any of that damage. Earthshatter comes in. They manage to get Samurai. This is huge. There's the Sound Mirror coming out, though. It does allow them to live, but will it allow them to live long enough for Samurai to get on back? They have the Earthshatter. It's 1%. The wall, it's not in an angle wide enough to make it slippery. They can make this team fight still wide enough in their favor. They get the pin as well. Everybody's going down. Samurai's going to be the last one there. Grab coming in. They have an Earthshatter coming in. Do they find any results? It's not going to be the case. They're just going to go down one by one. Are you kidding me? We're going to get a 2-0? It is. It's going to be the case. Nobody can touch right now. That's the 2-0. iCONICS are your winners for map 1. And what a way to start off the series. The bottom seed coming in strong with a 2-0 on Lijiang Tower. Amazing stuff. Well, I think that is the first map loss Nemesis has experienced. So I'm excited to see what's coming out. We got a series on our hands, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.